ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is part one of the Black Friday fishing sales unboxings. This unboxing is from American Legacy. I picked up a rod, a reel, and a couple baits. But make sure you check all your local and all your favorite retailers for Black Friday deals. I know American Legacy is running them all month, 6 Cents is running them all month. I think Pure Fishing is running them all month, Tackle Warehouse. All different kinds, so check them all out for the deals. But we're gonna get into this unboxing. The first thing I want to show is the reel. Actually, I made this video yesterday and I had some file issues, so now I'm redoing it. So it's already unboxed, but I picked up the Shimano SLX MGL 70. This is just a plain 70, so it's the 6-speed. It comes with 12 pounds of drag, weighs 7 ounces, and 5 ball bearings. So this is actually part of the used section of American Legacy. They got a giant selection of used equipment, and it's all labeled from, I think it's like OK condition to mint. The reel was mint condition, so it was, everything was in the box. The reel was still wrapped up in bubble wrap. Came with all the manuals I need and some Shimano lube. So traditionally when I buy my stuff from American Legacy, the used section, I either make sure it's mint or excellent. Mint pretty much means, at least from what I've gotten 2 Shimano Marivelle reels as well. And they pretty much look brand new. I don't think they've been used. The Marivelles still had the little MGL wrapping on the spool. The rod was in excellent condition. And it pretty much looks like it was maybe used once or twice. Tabs are cut off, the wrapping on the cork was taken off, but the rod looks like it was never used. So, but that's just from base knowledge from what I know from the sales. So let me actually show you the reel on a rod. So that is the Shimano 70 MGL. The big difference from this and the other SLXs is that it's got a first MGL spool, which is a lot lighter of a spool from Shimano. I don't know the actual technical words and details, but it's a 70 size. So I think it said on here. So for like mono, I'll be running 12-pound fluoro on this. It says it can hold 85 yards. So all that means is, and with the MGL spool, it just spools up easier, takes less effort. But it's also got the external adjustment, and it's got on the hinge, love that, always will love that, and it's got internal tricycle brakes, however you say that, probably just muff that up. So to start, I'm going to leave my 2 on and then 2 off, and then I always start with the brakes on max, and then the side tension spool, I just make sure it's loose enough that the spool moves. I don't know if I can get a video recording of that, but you can see how the spool barely moves. That's how I always set my reels up to start, and then make adjustments from there. The rod, of course, is going to be on that Dobyns SA683C. I've been talking about that rod a lot the last few months since I got my first one. It has become my favorite crankbait rod for all techniques and all different types of cranking I do. I do a lot more just pretty much 10 foot and shallower, so I don't need it to throw 6XDs and stuff like that. So for all my everyday cranking, this is great. I just wanted to try the 70 MGL out for my smaller cranks. I'm gonna get another one of these, and I'm gonna try to get a Corrado 150 MGL, but if not, I'm just gonna put my Corrado DC on that one and call it a day. So that's the new Shimano SLX MGL 70. I'm really excited to see that and see how it does. Next one we'll show is the rod. Was going through the used rods, and because of I think the used section was 20% off. You'll have to check their website out. I have it linked below. Check out the website or all their sales. But I was scouring through the Dobyns section. They had a Dobyns Sierra on there. So I picked that boy up, and it's a Dobyns Sierra 683C. So the 6'8" means 6 foot is the first number, 8 is inches. So it's 6'8", and 3 is medium heavy. Their medium heavies are like a medium plus. I know Daiwa likes to do those pluses and regular actions, but it's pretty much in between medium and medium heavy. I really like them just for your all-purpose movement rods. If you're out there just fishing every single day, you're not going after 10-pound bass every day, a 3-power is so much fun to fish with. It's still enough power, you can set the hook and get them pinned, but it's soft enough you can actually have fun catching even the dinks, like I like to catch a lot. But most of the medium heavies from Dobyns, all Dobyns rods, I know it's upside down, kind of tells you what's built for. But all their medium heavies is always Senkos, jigs, flukes, texture rigs, and spinner baits. I bought it for jerk baits in the spring, and then summertime use it for different things. So my thought was, summertime was flukes, but I'm really thinking about maybe throwing some lighter jigs, shallow water jigging, Senkos, and I do kind of like that Texas rig idea, maybe run like an 1/8 ounce weight on it. So I took my Shimano SA683C from another rod and put it on this pole. So that'll give me the max distance when I am casting my jerk baits in the spring and fall, give me max distance on my flukes. And if it does get windy, I'll be able to throw baits even when it's windy out with no effort with that DC technology. This is a high gear, so their high gear in Shimano is 7-to-1. I forget what it says it. It's like a 7-to-1, 7-to-2. So that's the rod, super excited. It was excellent condition, so it looks perfect. I don't really see any like dirt marks on the rod, but I don't think it was U40. I always U40 all my cork, no matter what. So I'm gonna have the U40 that, and it'll be ready to go for next season. So on the sale, they actually had some 6 cents baits on at 20%. 6 cents is running their own sale, but they're not doing like a across the board percentage off. So I was going back and forth on pricing and stuff. But 6 cents website didn't have the DD jerk baits on sale. American Legacy did. So I grabbed the jerk bait and I grabbed their new Trouble line through, a little swim bait head. You can make any swim bait a line through. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab some bright braid and try to show you guys how that's kind of rigged up. I think it's a pretty cool concept. So we're gonna see how this does. The video sounds like crap. I do apologize. It's late November, so all that seasonal stuff and sciences are starting to come up. So hope everyone's staying safe. But the jerk bait, like I said, it's a 106 DD, so it's deep diving, it's 5/8. It says dives is 7 foot, but I've been hearing people when they're running like 10-pound fluoro, they're getting down like 10. So that's my hope, is 10. This is Table Rock Pro. Like the color. Slowly building confidence in the Table Rock color. It's not my favorite color from 6 cents, but I'm slowly building it. So it's like a white bottom, blue head, and it kind of goes like a pearl, purple, lavender top. And the scaling on the side, I think that does help a lot in the spring or when it's super sunny out. I think it helps a lot. But with that longer bill, it's gonna help me get down a little bit deeper. But that's my hope, is get around 10 foot, because I don't have a lot of deeper jerk baits. I just have a lot of those traditional 5-footers, 6-footers. And then, so like I said, we showed the treble heads off. This is the raw color in 1/8 ounce? Yeah, 1/8 ounce. So I'm gonna just use a bigger whale. I probably won't use a 4.5 on this, but I just wanna do a little bigger head, so it's a little bit easier to get that treble hook on the back. So you got your screw lock. So you just screw in the head like you do any other swim bait in the world, trying to line up perfectly. I do not, because I am terrible at this. And you just screw it all the way in. Looks kind of funny. But once you do that, you will find yourself some treble hooks. I just have some number 6 laying here. So I grabbed a number 6 trapper. So let me go grab some braid and we'll rig this up. So I grabbed some 15-pound high-vis braid to kind of make it as easy to see. So on the heads, I don't know if you can see, there's a hole in the front and there's a hole on the back of the head. So you just feed your line through that. Braid, fluoro, mono, whatever you want to use. So once you got it ran through, next thing we gotta do is just, man, this braid's been rolled. Just give yourself some line. I saw some people put some bobber stops there. First time using this, so if that's a good technique, do that. But if not, just go ahead and tie. Just trying to do a cheap little quick polymer. So after you get your treble hook tied, you know, of course, cut off the tag end. And of course, I got the worst scissors I had. So what I thought was a really cool part about this is now I can put this treble hook anywhere on this bait. So if I feel like I'm getting a short strike and I feel like I can't figure it out, I can move that hook to the top of the head, middle of the back, maybe they're hitting the butt, I can move it to the back. Just for demonstrating purposes, I'm going to put it right where I had my swim bait hook at. So, but there you go. So now you got a line through. You made your swim bait a line through. So I think that's super cool. I think it's a super cool idea. A good idea by 6 cents to pretty much make your incline, your swim baits a weedless. Right, line through, sorry, wrong words. And then the best benefits about it is when your fish gets hooked, it just slides up and then you're just fighting the treble hook. But yeah, that's on it's a 4.5 inch swim bait. I don't think a size 6, it might be the right size. I don't know for sure. They didn't really say in the packaging, so I might have to mess around and do some Googling. But that's what it looked like. That's it for this little unboxing. I'm kind of more saving up for the actual bigger Black Friday sales, and a lot of these companies do bigger sales or door busters. But I saw these deals come up, so I had to snack them up. I saw these used stuff on there, and I wanted to grab some before someone else grabbed them and took advantage of it. But American Legacy, check below. There's no, I don't work with them, but I'm always going to try to find deals for you guys and gals, and always let you know whether you can spend your money at. I've had no issues with American Legacy, so if you find anything on there, go purchase it. If not, find it somewhere else, Tackle Warehouse, Omnia, Bass Pro, wherever you can. But pretty much season's pretty much over. I got my trolling motor out right now on warranty. And of course, everything up here is a little chaotic. I'm gonna make some changes. I'm gonna sell my Tarova. Having too many issues with it. And then we'll probably purchase a new trolling motor. Haven't decided I'm gonna keep the Humminbird yet. I probably will just for mapping. I might pick up a live scope system. So when I'm actually struggling out there, I can just try and go find them on live scope. But so that's the hope. Maybe I get lucky and a couple warm days will come up and I can go back out fishing. But if not, pretty much the season will be done to about late February, March. It's when the weather starts getting a little bit warmer and I can go out and actually try to catch fish. But if you guys have any ideas for the winter time for videos, so I can kind of try to keep content rolling. I'm probably going to do a review on my boat, review on some rods and reels, review on some baits, maybe some bait management systems, trying to find something to do, a couple of videos per month. So if you have any ideas, throw it down in the comments or DM me on Instagram. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.